What's up, Wes? What's up, James? Hell no. Is there any information, like actors or if it's going to be live action, anything like that? My initial thoughts are like, I'm interested in what angle they're going to go on. Are they going to make it kind of like happy-go-lucky like Mario? Or are they going to have like a more serious tone? And then I don't know if the Mario movie did the same. I haven't seen it myself, but maybe you guys can answer for me. Did the Mario movie follow any game? Because then that'd be another question I had, is like, is it going to be its own unique story, or is it going to follow a game? Is there potential? Do I think it'll screw it up? Well, how would you like it? They're doing live action. That's the only real info at this point. Okay, it's funny. That scares me a little bit more than if they just did animated. But I wonder, does that indicate what kind of movie it'll be? Is it going to be more serious because it's live action? I don't know what I want, to be honest. Like, I don't know that I even want a movie, but we'll see. Sick. The Mario movie didn't really follow any one game. It had references to Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion, and others, but the next movie is actually Super Mario World, so might follow that game. That's cool. Do you want Zelda to follow a game, and if it does, which game do you want to follow? I think, like, if it was like Livid, you have to choose the plot for the Zelda game, or for the Zelda movie, and it has to be based on a game. Which one would it be? Gun to my head. I think I'd say like either Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time. The interesting thing with Ocarina of Time would be like, how would you do the progression of like age and stuff? Do you get two different sets of actors? I guess you don't need a whole different cast of actors. Like Raru, you don't need two different people. You can just have the same guy. Hyrule Warriors should be the plot of the movie. Which one? Isn't there like 3 of those now? I think the most sensible option is OOT, but I think they will have to change it up a bit to make it interesting. I never watched the Mario movie, but I enjoyed the Sonic ones. I really like the Sonic ones too. I'm not like a big, I mean, I'm not a hater, but I'm not a big Sonic fan. But I like the Sonic movies a lot too. I thought they were very funny. What's up, Eon? Oh, by the way, what's up, Just a Guy? Did you catch me fighting the first boss, Eon? I was pretty hyped. Thank you for becoming a Patreon or paid patron, Eon. Appreciate you, man. There's a Zelda fan film called Hero of Time for 2009. You can find it here on YouTube. It's kind of campy, but it's interesting. Do you guys remember, you stop when I was fucking up the mini boss? I did fuck him up, okay? That was cool. He wouldn't mess with me again. Do you guys remember the Zelda movie trailer that came out a long time ago that was like fake, but it was made by IGN? I used to dislike Tingle growing up, but I kind of like him now. I don't know how that works. I didn't know Matt Mercer was Ganondorf. Oh, I don't have like any money. Dang. Yeah, but anybody who saw that fake trailer, I immediately knew it was fake, and I remember my again, I've brought him up a lot. Carlos thought it was real, and we had like an argument over it. He's like, dude, it's real. I'm like, I think they released it on April Fool's too. Carlos lore. I kind of, the dream I have in my head is to talk about my friends like that, and then maybe do a podcast one day and have them on so you guys can meet these people. The big characters. Well, I haven't talked to Carlos in like probably since around high school. I don't really count social media, so it's been like 15 years or more. Then there's Cole. I think you guys would like Cole. He's a character. Do any of you guys watch podcasts? I'm really not big on them. I watch like clips of comedy podcasts, but I don't really follow any podcasts. Hey, fucker. Did you say soccer because I'm American and you're trying to be polite? That's so nice of you. I appreciate that, man. You knew my American brain couldn't handle if you said football. I would have been all sorts of confused. I watched a single one with 3 VTubers talk about very niche subject interests. It's too retracted to talk about on YouTube. What is your team, Wes? What team do you support? Before we, I think I've told you this, but before we got a local Seattle team, I used to like Chelsea a lot growing up. Literally, I chose Chelsea because it was that final when it was them and United, and I was trying to be like contrarian because like the cool kids on my soccer team liked Manchester United, and to me it was like they only liked them because they were good. Like there was no substance to it, and I was like, fine, I'm gonna root for this Chelsea team, and then I just took it too far. And then even with Seattle having a team now, it's not the same because it's MLS. It's not like it's Premier League quality stuff, you know? I have my, like, every, like, 2 years, I get really into soccer again, like, European soccer, for, like, 4 months. I'll even, like, play one of the FIFAs I have if I own any. I get really into it. United just lost 1-0 to Chelsea like 2 hours ago. Hell yeah! I swear that wasn't a setup. Is the season almost over? Because I saw that like La Liga, Barcelona just won, I think, right? One of the soccer games on PC is heavily moddable, so these people make custom character meme posts and make them fight. So you can essentially have a Dragon Ball Z team versus a JRPG protagonist team. That's that's cool. Last game is next week. Where is United on the table? Didn't Chelsea have like an awful season? I think I knew that. God damn it. It's interesting the parallels in sports. It's not a perfect comparison, but like United going through kind of like losing their version of Bill Belichick, if you know what that reference is. That's pretty interesting, you know? When Fergie retired, you know what I'm saying? God, this ice is stupid. It's embarrassing me. The Patriots guy. Yeah. The Patriots guy that's 74 with a 24-year-old girlfriend. And she's like, he's so whipped that like she's running the team now or something. It is such a strange fall from grace. Because he had a reputation of being like, don't let off the field things affect the team. And he's like doing it so bad himself. It's not strange at all. Well, maybe not. Maybe it happens more often than people like to think. And it's funny because I'm not the ageist guy. Like I'm not. I usually but I guess there's a number in my head. There's a number in my head when I'm like, okay, so he was 50 when she was born. Where I go, okay, that's a lot. Like, what do you talk about? What are conversations like? The soaring one said the one who could see me would be arriving soon. It seems that it turned out to be true. I am Darmani the Third, the blood of proud. I am Darmani the Third, the blood of proud Goron heroes runs through me. Does he have a laceration across his stomach? Is that how he died? This feels strange for me to say, but when I was alive, I was a renowned warrior and veteran. Yes, when I was alive. Oh man, poor guy. Safest route for the bank account? No, I don't doubt her at all. It's genius. I literally said that to my girlfriend. I was like, you know, I'm impressed with her, to be honest. But alas, I am now dead. I was fine until I marched off to Snowhead by myself, hoping that I could drive off a demon. It had been wreaking havoc on Goron Village. Then the blizzard at Snowhead blew me into the valley, and now here I am. Dang, man. How infuriating. As I am, I can only watch as Goron Village is slowly buried in ice. I may have died, but I cannot rest. So you can use magic? The soaring one also told me that you are able to use it. I beg you, bring me back to life with your magic. If it is beyond your power, then I beg of you to do this for me instead. Heal my sorrows any way that you can, and do it, and it will suffice. Please heal my sorrows. Oh, hold on. I have to remember how to heal your sorrows. Da 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 da. Right? I got it. Dude, I'm so good. Yes! What's up, Devon Rucker? You love the videos? First time watching the stream? Thanks, man. Which video, did you watch first? Hey! Oh, is that that's not the Song of Healing, is it? Oh. Anyway, we're cutting that out. We're editing that out of the stream. Devin, you didn't see that. Wes says, both basically trash at the moment. Chelsea fighting for top 4. Need to win next week to get in. So they can get into Europe, right? United basically sacked off mid-season midway and after. Did I say a bad phrase? Did I say something bad when I said sacked off? You can't throw British terms at me. I'm like Ron Burgundy, I'll read anything. After firing manager, win Europa to qualify for Champions League. I watched the Pokemon videos. Nice, dude. Devin, I'll be doing Heart Gold Soul Silver after Majora's Mask, I think. This is the funniest shit you've ever seen. Dude, you should have stopped me. Somebody should have stopped me when I was singing all proudly. And I was hitting the high notes, too. That really affected me right there. I kind of felt really sad. More sad than normal. I leave my undying feelings with you. The deeds I accomplished while living are carved on my grave. You should read it. So, okay, let me get this straight. The Deku mask is like Link's avatar, because like there was nothing he was healing of somebody else, right? So the mask was made from himself. Like he's the hero of that mask. Darunia is the hero of this mask. or Darmani is the hero of this mask, and then when the Zora thing happens, it'll be like that too. What's up, Scoob? Have I been arrested? No. Have you? Did you know all the stars in the game change depending on your name in the game? No, I didn't know that. There's an answer to whose soul the Deku Mask is from, but it's a spoiler. Okay, don't tell me, don't tell me. No one answer. Hold on, am I not supposed to... Will I find out later if I just play normally? The Goron hero Darmani the Third rests here. In honor of the great hero, this memorial is inscribed with the knowledge of the great hero. Will you read the knowledge? Yeah. Techniques are... Oh, no. Okay, if I guess right, you can tell me. Is it the butler's son that you see in the cave? Oh, I got it? Nice. It is a butler's son. Sick. How did... Okay, but since I guessed right, you can tell me. How did Link, like... Can someone explain how that happened? Because, like, when it's the Goron... Or the Zora later, it kind of happens right in front of you. Like, you're healing them, and, like, you're interacting with these people. No! Oh, god damn it! It's not my fault. I didn't know I couldn't touch the ice. Oh, this is pissing me off. You're saying he can't clear that? There we go. It's never explicitly confirmed, but it's just kind of implied Skull Kids killed him, and that's where he got his essence for the Deku Mask. In the credits, you see the butler there? Okay. I like that. That makes sense in my head. Because if it's not that, it's the only one where it's like, the only other explanation is it's like, it's Link's sorrow that when it heals, it makes a mask, but he's not really, Link's not really like like that, you know? I don't know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with, if it is Link's Sorrow, his memories of, like, the Great Deku Tree. But I guess he didn't really have, like, a personal relationship with that tree. Like, I think it's implied in Ocarina of Time, he never really... How often do you think Link interacted with the tree, you know? You thought it was weird that the Deku were in Ocarina of Time, but 95% of people don't know that. What do you mean? How do they... Yeah, how would people not know that? You see him throughout the game. It foreshadows when you do the Butler race side quest in the Deku form. He says you remind him of his son. Right. Oh, yeah. You're right. He does say that. You see how I nailed that jump, by the way? Because that was what I was aiming for. They're in the Lost Woods. Yeah, but don't you see them... Are Dekus different than those, like, shop sellers? Because the shop sellers are Dekus, right? Get the fuck off me. Oh my god. I have not had Screamin' Sicilian brand frozen pizza. Is it good? I haven't had a frozen pizza in a long time. I used to have, as a kid, I used to have the Tostitos, not the bite. I used to have the bites too, but the, you know what I'm saying, dude. You know what I'm saying. Let me go save Grandma. I'm usually not into thin crust. I'm a crust guy. I'm a big fan of crust. I think that's like you're working your way towards the final prize. You know what I mean? Like the 80% of the pizza is like kind of work. Not arduous work, you know? Real men eat the crust. Yeah, I've people who leave behind the crust. I'm like, dude, what do you do? That's the best part. I don't think my girlfriend likes pizza crust either, so it's like, you know what I mean? Just more for me. Crust underrated? Yeah, dude. Now, I can tolerate like crust. If we're gonna move on topics here, I can tolerate crust on PB&Js, but I'm not a big fan. You know what I mean? But I think my adjacent love for pizza crust is like, you know what, you're kind of in this family. Any thoughts on deep dish pizza? I don't like it. Do you like it? And that may sound like a dumb question, but not everybody from Seattle likes grunge music, you know what I mean? But I do. Oh wait, was I was supposed to get a song from her? Shortcut, sick. Deep dish pizza is more like lasagna, good but in a different way. See, it was always gonna be at a disadvantage because I don't like lasagna. And that's when I see deep dish from afar, that's what I think. Right into BS. Dude, I just read a report about how, I guess Caleb Williams and his dad went on the record with some writer who just released a book and was trashing the Bears and said that he desperately didn't want to play there and almost opted out of playing in the NFL. Deep dish pizza looks like it slaps different, but always prefer wood fire. Yeah, I've just never been into the idea of deep dish. Woman, can you teach me a song, please? Woman, come here. Oh, I have... Oh, this is stupid. I have to go tell her that the kid is crying. Right? Darmani, use Ash Strike. Am I also gonna do the side quest? Yeah, I plan on doing the side quest so I can get all the context. You know what I mean? Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? No, but I'm not like religious about. I'm not a zealot about fighting that fight. You know what I mean? Okay, this is new for me. I just learned that that old thing is not his grandmother, it's his dad. That's new. What's everybody's favorite pizza? Mine is, look, if I'm to myself, and I don't care if I'm a basic, basic guy, okay? Dude, just give me pineapple, or not pineapple. I never said that, okay? Give me pepperoni and bacon. And then if I'm with people, I'm willing to do, like, a meat lovers, but I'm not the biggest fan of Canadian bacon. Because I guess where I'm from, at least, that's what meat lovers is. It's like, pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and Canadian bacon. I'm like, I can always do without the Canadian bacon. The West, but it leaves behind its traces, you know what I mean? I could taste the remnants. Oh, I missed this, didn't I? I'm too far away. No, I got it. Sick. My two favorite right now are mellow mushroom bacon pineapple. Damn it, you got me doing it too. Ham and pepperoni. Baked potatoes on pizza? What? Do you guys remember when Domino's used to do like crazy toppings? This is like early 2000s. They used to do crazy toppings, and then they had like dessert pizzas too, with like you could get like M&Ms and stuff on them. The Domino's Oreo pizza, yes. Okay, it's not funny anymore. Oh, god damn it. I still need to get used to Darmani's form, dude. I'm slipping and sliding. Am I gonna hit everyone? Yeah, in the chandelier, there's a sirloin that we gotta give to a very cold and hungry Goron. You know how it gets, you know what I mean? You know how it is when you don't get your tasty sirloin. Ah, gosh. The more you take out, the harder it gets. We got one. What? Oh my. You're kidding. damn it. It's literally the last one. Oh, the game wants to toy with me today? This is funny. Yeah, I guess this is hilarious. This is so fun. The time concept of this game is actually mad crazy, especially with being late 90s game. I agree. I actually kind of gushed on it in the script today. I wrote up until, Wes, I don't know if you've watched all the streams, but I wrote up until the end of, like, the first stream. I wanted to get Woodfall done, but I decided to do that Microsoft, or that Xbox launch video. I wanted to have some video cooking during the weekend. But it's alright. Today after stream, I'll try to write as much as I can. So stupid! I've done that first try so many times before. I think this is just like variance, you know, correcting itself. Bro's about to get livid for real, I know. People think the name's just a name, you know? My health situation is not good. Fuck off. If I die with this sirloin, I'm done streaming. Not for today, for good. It's like Gen 2 Pokemon about how there are day and night cycles and the world changes. Yeah, that's a great example. Being that this is the late 90s, Wes and Eon, you're correct. Like, that's why it kind of takes someone of our age to kind of like... Bye. I'm leaving. Are you fucking kidding me? This is one big joke. This is one big joke! God damn it! Where's my sirloin? You fucking took it. Come here. You fucking took it. Take an ass strike. So stupid, dude. I don't like this game anymore. The Sirloin Saga is gonna go down in history as when video games broke me. First one. They're about to make a mask of me with all my sorrow. No, it wasn't right there. It was gone. That was my fault. I'm being impatient. We were just gonna have a nice conversation about why older gamers were fascinated by day and night cycles. And then the Sirloin Saga happened. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wait to write about this. Piece of shit. Yeah, like I said, it was like I said, and nobody, especially Alex in chat, knew. Like I said, it was sitting there. I didn't need to redo the whole thing. As I was saying. Oh my god. I can't tell you what would have happened if I would have gotten all 5 and still not noticed it. How'd you feel? Sorry, dude. I was gaslighting you. Oh, nice surprise. No, that's the Song of Storms or Day or whatever. I'm trying to get the bomb bag upgrade. The sound of the FX in the the music, yeah, the music is just incredible. I had a Majora's Mask like remix playlist. Well, not a playlist, but this, I forget his name, but this YouTuber made like Zelda remixes. It was so good. And he had a Majora's Mask one. You can probably find it. It's got like 1.4 million views. But it's so good that now I hear his versions of the songs. When they start to play on here, I can hear his version over the original. Okay, so there's this little guy who's gonna steal something, and then I can get... where the bomb lady can be found with a bag. At that time, Sakon runs to her, steals her bag. Link can hit Sakon with his sword. After that, bomb lady thanks him. Upon entering the bomb shop the next day, Link can buy the big bomb bag for 90 rupees. No, Alex, it's Mayor set to Astral Observatory. It's orgasmic. Oh, I'm gonna... we could do the song... hold on, we're gonna play dirty here for a second. Yeah, Alex, here, let me make sure you get to the right one. You'll see people gushing over what I'm talking about. Oh, I guess it's not that simple to look up. Oh, it's... oh, okay, Alex, it's called Zelda Wave. Now I remember. Zelda Wave 2. Here, I'll just give you the link. This stuff is incredible. No, I just wanted to... well, I guess we're stuck. We just have to wait here. Alright, well... we'll just hang out, I guess. Well, we have to hang out here, boys. We have to wait for that thief to go steal the bomb bag from the lady. and I tried to speed up time, but it'll skip time entirely. It was going to go to the dawn of the first day, or the second day, rather. How do you turn the time to normal? Do you do song or reverse time again? We're already close enough now, I don't mind waiting. What's up, Quinn? Quinn, where you been, bro? Where you been? You act like you have a life, dude? Do you have a life outside of watching me stream? That's good to know, Eon. We're close enough, I'll just, like, let it play out. No. Yes? No. Who said you guys can have lives outside of watching my videos and streams, huh? We'll just work on sword techniques while we wait. Eon, is there anything else we can do while we're trying to get this mask? Is there any mask thing we can do right now? With this whole theft? Slide down the slide, okay. Well, I think she's like literally about to show up. You just went back to school, should you drop out? Yes. What are you going back to school for? Just sit there looking cute. No, not that. I'm gonna save right when this happens. Don't tell anybody. Guys, don't tell anybody on the video that I did this. Going for a certificate in 3D media and animation. Nice, dude. Does AI stuff freak you out at all or no? Hold on, okay, I got it. It's a secret to everyone. Yeah, you guys, when you watch the stream, these are the perks you get. You get to see behind the curtain, dude. Hey, nice old lady. Oh, don't worry, we're just strolling along with you. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. This is so drawn out. Give me that shit. Will he just go away? Get away from this bag. We did it, boys. We saved an old woman from getting her bomb bag stolen. That's what happened, Wes. It freaked me out in Photoshop more. I just click on a tool, click the problem area, and the AI fixes it. You didn't kill him? Never, dude. Okay, so we got a blast mask. What does this do? And then it says that the next day we can... Eon, it says that we can purchase a bomb bag now. I'm too lazy for the bomb bag. What are you talking? I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna do the bomb bag. You already have one. We can get this one. We'll get this one, and then we'll go get the other one. Or, no, it says that she'll upgrade it. North o'clock, 12 a.m. First night you found at the same Sakon runs, steals her bag. Upon entering the bomb shop the next day, Link can buy the big bomb bag for 90 rupees. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. The AI Darth Vader on Fortnite? No. I've never played Fortnite. Eon, you know, when it comes to Zelda, I feel like there's a lot of things like that where like you'll get a new item, not like usually the key items you can use all the time, but there's a few items that you kind of, you know, got to do some work for and you only ever use them like once or twice. Just gonna work on flips. Oh, they're open. What am I doing? Well, Alex, what if they don't even need them for that? You could just... They could just make... I guess maybe you'd need a place to start somewhere. Like, probably AI isn't to the point where you could just create from that ground up, but yeah. It'll definitely be interesting. AI freaks me out from, like... Because I think about it, like... Guys, make me feel better. There can't be a world where, like, it takes over what I do, right? Because, like, who wants to listen to people could tell it's AI, you know? Right? Who would want to listen to a retrospective by an AI? People have been using their text-to-speech for a while. I agree, and I've seen those channels, but I always, like, whenever... Because there's, like, a flood of these channels where, like, clearly it's text-to-speech and clearly it's AI images, and clearly the script is just, like, super lazy, just generic info. And anytime, because it takes a second, you know what I mean, to realize you're in one of those videos. It's to the point now where if I see an AI generated thumbnail, I don't even click on it because it's almost gotten to a point where like that indicates its quality. And I know I'm biased. I'm speaking just from my personal, what I've personally been kind of witnessing, but like if your video has an AI thumbnail, I just don't even click because it's almost like, okay, so what else is AI generated, you know? You're more worried about terminating. See, I'm not worried about that. That feels like way too far off, for at least for me to worry about. I'm worried about like, does it get so good that people like you guys, you won't be entertained by someone like me. You could be entertained by like an AI, writing content, and I don't know. Just freaks me out. Thank you. Oh yeah, Alexander. Going back to the first day, and we're going up to Snowhead. Hold on, I'm gonna manage my files really quick. Hey, I would never fumble the sirloin. Fucking asshole. Do they do AI versus AI like chess tournaments? I have kind of been like watching AI versus like what do you call it? AI StarCraft games before. But it's really weird. They're not quite there. I like the nuclear conversation because I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong, but and someone correct me, but nuclear energy is badass and it basically solves all the problems, but humans suck at managing it, or they boogeyman it, right? Because it's all about math, right? As long as you do everything right, the math is always there and it'll be stable, but if you fuck up, that's when it gets bad. So it's like human error is what's holding back nuclear energy from basically solving all energy problems, right? Am I right? I'm pretty sure it's true. My brother was a nuclear engineer in the Navy. I've had discussions about this. Humans mess things up, yeah. Like, when it comes to nuclear energy, like, all the math is there. You just can't fuck up. If you don't fuck up, it's fine. And the return is, like, you basically solve your energy needs. But if you figure how many companies would go out of business... You know what I mean? But then I know, so people have always been conspiratorial, like, you know, ever since I was a kid, I've always heard this story of like, you know, we had a hydrogen car, but they killed the guy. Have you guys ever had were you ever told anything by teachers or a teacher growing up? Like, just not like the teaching community, but like, have you ever had one teacher in your life that was like a total liar and like you didn't realize it until you're an adult? Fear and incompetence is holding us back, right? I had a teacher that lied about so many things when I was a kid, dude. And it's embarrassing because it's like... Do you think the kid's never gonna grow up and, like, realize that you lied about so much stuff? It was like stolen valor for academia. That's how he was like... What's up, Surfboard Charlie? My economics teacher in high school was a pathological liar. Yeah, this guy was the same, dude. Like, he lied about so many things. You're educated, stop being rude to kids, yeah. Lied to make himself seem cool, fragile eagle for no reason. Yeah, exactly. So this guy would say, like, he had stories like that. He used to like, oh yeah, I knew the guy who made the hydrogen engine car and they killed him. And look, I will also say that I was an extremely gullible kid, kind of a gullible man, but not as bad. But as a kid, I was so gullible, so I'm like, I'm believing all this stuff. And, what's another one? He said... Oh, of course there was a lot of ego-driven stuff, like, you know, I would have been rich if it wasn't for so-and-so stealing my idea from Microsoft. Like, you don't even seem smart when you're gloating about yourself. I doubt you made Microsoft. And it was funny. The funniest part was we had this was true. We had a rich teacher at my high school who was a very early Microsoft investor. From like the 80s. Like whenever they went public all the way till like around the late 90s. Like right when they just went, you know, stock went crazy. He sold before the internet bubble, retired rich, and just taught calculus for fun. And he proved it because he had in his contract with the school that he went to every University of Washington football game. So he was only ever around during the school year for like half the year because he'd be traveling all year to go, you know. And I think he took like the absolute minimum pay that they could possibly give him to teach. So he was legit. Teachers probably smoking that good stuff. No, this one was like for sure a liar. I'm not remembering all the things he said, but for sure he lied. Oh wait, am I supposed to sing a song here? Am I supposed to do a little dance? He was doing a side quest in real life. Our teacher would say he knew pro athletes, movie stars, and they would come to see us every time something would come up. That is crazy. crazy. That's so much worse because you said you were in 3rd grade. That's so much worse, dude. Because mine is just like he centralized it to himself. Like, oh, I'm so awesome and cool. I invented everything. That's crazy that he'd do that to kids, man. Did the parents ever catch on and be like, what the hell are you doing? God damn it. Well, I was dumb enough not to see through the bullshit, but also at the same time, like, when you're an adult, it's like, okay, if you're choosing to lie to kids, like, it's crazy. And I don't mean like a Santa Claus lie. You can lie to me about Santa. My timing is impeccable. What the f— I love the ass strike, dude. Just typing in my notes here. I want to get ass strike in the script somewhere. Sirloin Saga and ass strike. I gotta, you know. Butt bump. Okay. Gotta get my nifty little guide up. I nailed that. Are you... Excuse me? Why does he do the bodybuilder? But I don't know. What the fuck? Hey! What's going on here? I don't want to hear about how good pillars are for the next 4 years after the Sky Pillar and Emerald. What the fuck? What? What do I do? Aim better! Aim better! Dude, I was trying to rocket bump that bubble. What do you want, Tattle? Yeah, Rayquaza does make the late game, like, if you decide to use it, it makes it, like, super easy. Okay. How can I get my ass down there? You say I gotta do the butt punch, but it's impossible. Okay, so here's another one. What? I had to ground slam. Why did that one work? No. Something's going on here. I'm gonna figure this out. How do you like me now? I am him. Give me a contract. I'm a pro gamer. I did what everybody doubted that I could do. You're welcome. I had to aim better? Are you out of your mind? Don't make me, after stream, don't make me clip that and make a whole compilation of how I fucking bullseyed it every time. You guys are out of your skull. You guys are out of your skull, kid, talking to me like that. Unbelievable. What does my girlfriend want, dude? Doesn't she know I'm trying to save Termina? If I hit it, it would have been hit. Listen to me. Everybody listen carefully. If you don't concur that that was a glitch and I got screwed over, raise your hand and I will time you out. I'm handing them out like candy. It was entertaining. No, I'm joking. Livid lying like a third grade teacher saying he invented perfect aiming. Okay, so there's only 2 in this room, I think. I love the flips he does, dude. Hey, buddy. I never went to a Seattle Supersonics game, and I'd really like to whenever we get them back. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, claims that there was some like agreement that they just got through, and claims that Las Vegas and Seattle are next up to get teams, which makes sense because as far as like, you know, it seems like American leagues really like having 32 teams like the NFL, and the NBA has 30. And Seattle is a very, very, very good sports town. So I hope we get a team. Whoa, look at this room. But to answer your question, no, I never went to a game. I was kind of poor growing up, and I live like 40 minutes from Seattle. So going to Seattle was like a big, you know, wow, the big city, huh? You know, that kind of thing. Why did the 3DS remake ruin this room? Because to get one of the fairies, you have to glide down. Can you explain more? The Deku Flyer, except it's the most slow CBT I've ever experienced. Literal fucking waiting rooms type. Gonna have thought to make that shit go faster. Jesus. What the? Is it a mini boss or what? Gosh. Oh, you don't even want to mess with the Goron. Punch him? Yeah, I know. I should have been. So I should have been doing. Stupid. Literal one shot, that's crazy. Funny that YouTube chat hides anything that curses, but you still see it in your chat. In the actual chat, or do you mean like on the OBS side? Like, where do you still see it? Sorry. I'm a genius. I knew it. I knew it, dude. I'm so good. Still curious about what you mean about the chat. Damn it. I thought that ice coming down was oddly placed. Dude! I'm so much smarter than I was as a kid. That would have, like, stumped me as a kid. Can you guys believe that I'm smarter than a child? It's truly fascinating. And never mind. Yeah, I know how to deal with you guys now. Surprise! What's the... Sick. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a fairy in here. Wait, isn't there? The lens of... Are you joking? Have I ever refinanced an auto loan? No. Is that what you're dealing with? No, I've only ever had one car loan. And I didn't even really, like, need it, but I was trying to build even better credit. But then when I came home to do YouTube, I was like... I wanted to cut my monthly expenses as low as I possibly could, so I just paid it off within, like, having the loan for, like, 2 months. Which didn't really help with, like, building credit, but... In my head, I need to be able to, like, manage things and for my own sanity, and that was the best way I could do it. Was just trying to drop my expenses as low as possible. Yes, Eon. I only got a game for my birthday or Christmas. which is why I kind of love what I'm doing with my channel. I am playing a lot of games I'm familiar with, and I'll start to play more and more that I'm not, you know? But all those games that people have asked, oh, have you played this and this, and this is like my childhood, it was so fun, like, I'm trying to play more and more games like that that I missed out on, that are great, you know? Because I didn't really have that same opportunity. But yeah, it was, like, I can remember the day I got, you know, gold and silver. It was on Christmas. The only other exception was if my mom really wanted to play something, then she got it and we got it, you know. The second you get a job, you always had a job. Yeah, so that was another thing, was around age like 11 or 12, I started working for my aunt during the summers, and she had this property that was on the state fairgrounds, and whenever this, you know, the Washington State Fair would happen, she would park cars on our property for like a killing, just like slaughtered, right? And she's an extremely generous woman, and she would have me come work for her, and she would overpay me like a motherfucker. But also, like, she kind of knew that my mom was, well, I don't want to get into all that, but like, my aunt was helping me out, you know what I mean? So I could buy like school clothes and stuff. So I'd go park cars with her. And from like 10 or 11, I was able to like buy my own games, my own school clothes. Yeah, based on, she's awesome. My aunt is so fucking cool. But she's how I got my original 360. Because, and this is what I mean by like she overpaid me, was like, for the first couple years, I wasn't using it to buy school clothes, and then she was like, well, what do you want? And I tell her what I want, and then she'd just pay me the difference so I could also get school clothes. Because she knew that I couldn't get the other things I wanted too. Like, I'd rather wear hand-me-down clothes for my cousin, her son, rather than not be able to get the cool game that all my friends get to play, you know? So then she's like, she'd start just paying me stupid amount of money, dude. What was the first game I bought with my own money? That's a good question. Let's think about it. Because I remember I bought a 360. I was gifted Mass Effect and Rock Band on my birthday the year I got a 360. What did I buy on my own? Man, I can't remember. Like, buying that 360 was a big moment, but kind of like you, once I started making my own money, it was like, I guess that should be an important memory. I just can't remember. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm not sure what my first game I bought with my own job money, but I remember hating tax as a kid. What do you mean I have to pay more than the price on the sticker? I remember I learned that lesson going to my local gas station and trying to buy candy, and like I had $20, so they're like, I did the math in my head, it was like, you know, $19.50, and they like, you know, $22 with tax, and I was like what, this isn't fair. It was like this Greek family that owned the gas station, and they're like, just no chill. He's like, this is America, it's how it works, tax, yes. It's like, man, tax sucks, dude. That's when I became a libertarian. Just kidding. Which, this was the first game? Wow, so this is like very nostalgic for you, huh? That was silly. That's a silly prank. No, the tax is not included in the price tag. So certain states in America, so every state is like its own little country, and certain states have different ways to accrue tax revenue. So some states have no state income tax, meaning that they don't, you know, there's the federal tax where, you know, the big government, you know, Washington, D.C., they get your money. And then some states will also take a slice out of your paycheck to pay the state government. I think we have 7 states in the union. I live in one that doesn't have state income tax, which is highly preferable in my opinion. And then we do have sales tax. So when you go to buy an item, they get their tax from, you know, you buy an item and there's a tax on that. There's funny things you can do though. Like if you live so I live in Washington State. Washington State has no state income tax. Then if you live on the border with Oregon, you can drive to Oregon, who does not have sales income tax, but they do have state income tax. And then you can buy your groceries in Oregon and not pay a sales tax for your items. And then you can drive back to your state. Now, would you do that to buy like a couple things? No. Like that's like Costco trip or something that could, you know, you're going to spend a lot on that you don't want to pay tax on. But, yeah. Yeah, man, I love this game and all the memories. Also, the last game my best friend and I played together before we went to high school. Bittersweet. Oh, yeah, man. Would have you walking around the store with the calculator? Well, no, it's really easy because the math is really easy. It's like, you know, because the sales tax is the same for every item. And I think in Washington State, I think it's like 9%. It's 6.5%. So basically go and shop like you normally would. And then, well, I guess you'd still need to do the math, but basically in your head, keep track of what the price tag says. And at the very end, just add this 6.5 sales tax. I like how my arrow survives. It just dropped down. God damn it. Come on. I suck. What's up, Darkborn? New York State sales tax just went up to 8.75. Such BS. Well, yeah, and then you have state income tax. Oh, God. That's... I would lose. I don't know how anybody in New York who doesn't make 6 figures, like, lives. Like, how do you even live? So I love my state. I don't ever want to leave. It's not perfect, but it's so expensive. Like, our housing market is so ridiculous. Like, I just don't know that I'll ever get like the home I want and stuff, which sucks, man. So then you start daydreaming about what other state you can move to, and it's like the thing is, Washington is so great. Like there's hardly any wildlife that's trying to kill you. Yeah, it rains a lot, but like there's hardly any natural disasters, no hurricanes, sometimes earthquakes, but compared to other states, not that bad. But you know, I start looking at Texas and Florida and stuff, and it's like, I mean, oh my god, are you joking? Why are you breaking my heart? You're a Halo gamer, by the way. Did you check out that video today that I uploaded? What Alex was saying about fond memories, it was cool making that video today because like I was remembering like the LAN parties for Halo and stuff. It was awesome. And like, I don't think we'll ever have that again. Like, the internet was around, and but not everybody had Xbox Live or could afford it and stuff. So like, and then there was like, in my high school experience, there was no other game that like, without a doubt, 80% of people were playing, and that was Halo. Like, no matter what, most of the class friends that you had were playing Halo. So like, there was no shortage of people to play with. And like, you don't need to do LAN parties anymore. I feel like back then you kind of needed to do them. .360, Halo 3, Modern Warfare 1 and 2, Left 4 Dead's, all peak multiplayers, Bad Company 2, yeah. Oh my god, that, I know this was more PC, I think maybe only PC, but Battlefront, or Battlefield 2, oh my god. I think the first YouTube video I ever watched was like a Battlefront 2 compilation. I want to see if I can find it. I remember I had AC/DC's Thunderstruck. Yeah, it's just, it'd be way too old to find. Yeah. I used to hold video game tournaments too. In fact, the person I live with, that's how he met me, was I had a Halo 3 tournament in high school, and I ran it, and I wore like a blazer, and I was in tech club, and I knew the guy that like ran all the tech stuff, and he was always very supportive of all the kids doing cool stuff like that. And I asked him if I could get the woodshop class, which was being given to him for the tech club stuff. I asked him if I was like, can I do like a Halo tournament in here? He's like, yeah. And then he even was like, I just did it for the love of the game, right? So I did entry money, but all of it went back to the people playing in the tournament. I just wanted to do it for fun. And he was like, dude, you should be doing this every weekend. You should be getting money for this. And I was like, I don't need the money. And he was just like, you need to. I was like a sophomore in high school. Smash was the hype as shit. We didn't, at least not in the friend groups I had, we weren't playing Smash as much. It was very much like Halo, and then there was a Gears of War era in this and there. My my brother is traumatized because he used to use the pistol in Gears of War, and I don't know where this came from, but every time, I think people were pissed that he used it so much. So when we play against my brother, I would just go, Pistol Pete, and I would chant that. And you know, we used to have the Xboxes hooked up, so he'd be in a different room. And anytime he picked up the fucking pistol, I'd be like, Pistol Pete. He'd be like, shut up! My idea was like, I was gonna torment him until he stopped using it. It kind of worked. Because he would do it out of spite after that. But other times he'd be like, I don't want to hear him doing that shit, so I'm not gonna use the pistol. I'm like, okay, we got him, boys. My high school computer club used to host LAN parties. I went to one once with all the soccer nerds. It turned into a FIFA LAN Pro Clubs tournament. They banned us afterwards because we stole their event. That's pretty cool. That's way cool. Yeah, so Tech Club, okay, so when I was in Tech Club, there was different like eras of Tech Club, and this guy named Dave would run it. He wasn't a teacher, but he was like the network computer guy for the entire school district. I'm from a small town, so they can get like one guy and his coworkers to do everything. And we used to, our era was we didn't contribute anything. All we did was just play games all day. And it was fine because Dave would use us as manual labor. So like whenever he needed us to do something, like to move computers, like if the school bought a bunch of new computers, we had to like go and move them around. That's what he got out of us. But what we got out of him was we got to use the computer lab after school. And Dave hooked us up with these virtual hard drives that connected back to the school server. So whenever we logged into our student account, we could play emulators no matter where we were, because it was just like projecting it from the server, not from the actual computer you were on. And yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we were playing StarCraft 1 for a long time, like all the way till like 2008, 2009. Other games we played were Dota, original Dota on Warcraft 3. Everyone got in trouble. See, Dave swore us to secrecy, so no one ever got in trouble. I remember I almost fucked it up. Like, I almost got us caught one time because I was playing Mario Kart in a normal computer class where the teacher could see what was on our monitors from his computer. And he took control of my computer, put up a notepad, and goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "How are you doing that?" And dude, I'm an OG Tech Club kid. I'm not gonna tell him. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I eventually figured out, I lied to him and I said, oh, I went to a website that was, you could stream, whatever the term was at the time. I was like, where you could stream the game. And he's like, oh, that makes sense. I was like, does it? Because I didn't think that would work. And it worked. And we didn't get caught. So Wes, that was actually that would be funny. My friends would remember, because we used to do, now when it came to console LAN parties, we rarely did those at the school. It was usually at kids' houses. What kids would remember to this day was that Halo 3 tournament, because it was a huge, like, it got way bigger than I thought it would. And it's funny, like I said, my roommate here, I live in his house. I didn't know him at the time, but he was like a young kid when that happened. And I guess he like, I don't know, he like looked up to me and stuff because he's like, oh man, I remember, he's like, do you remember that Halo tournament you did? And I kind of forgot a lot about it. And I was like, yeah, I was like, vaguely. He's like, well, that's how I met you. Or he's like, that's how I knew of you, was like all of us little, you know, middle schoolers went to your tournament. I was like, oh, nice, dude. Because he's like 5 years younger than me, which in grade school terms is like, I'm ancient. Okay, what am I doing fighting this guy, dude? Fuck you. I'm trying to figure out where to go. Transcending school is legendary, yeah. That's about the only thing. Now, okay. I was a bad kid, and some of my antics transcended to my siblings, and they go, who's your brother? And they'd tell them, and they'd go, ah. You know, so that wasn't always the best, but... When I said I was a troublemaker, I was like... I was the good kind. Like, I didn't... Like, I was just disruptive, you know, I was like class clown, that kind of stuff. I wasn't like bringing weapons to school and stuff. Come here. That was my brother than me. Him and my cousin was hitting wrestling moves on kids pretending to be Dudley boys. Teachers were looking at me some way when I started first grade. What is Dudley boys? What is that reference? That sounds so English too. Me and the Dudley boys. It's a wrestling duo? Okay. Thank you. You gotta speak American, dude. You did good with the soccer, but Dudley boys? Come on, you can't throw that at me. I never got into wrestling. I was one of the kids who was like, this is not real. And it's funny because, like, now I have a lot of respect for it because the stuff they put their bodies through. And I think the promos are really cool, like the old school promos. Are you... You guys know that's dumb. You guys know that's dumb. If Link wasn't trying to be cool. That would have worked. Oh my god, they're back. In the movie version, he made it, yeah. The movie gets to cut out all like that. Okay. I know how to fix this. Flawless, dude. What is an EverDrive cartridge? It's a flash cart. I'm not against it. At this point with these companies, I think emulation is more important than ever. I say do it. But I don't think I'd really need, because like, I know in some of my videos I kind of harp on like, I'm using original hardware. Really the only time, I'll just be honest, really the only time I care is with Pokemon, because I like using the transfer features. Stupid. But I'm not against emulation. And I still respect people who do like it. They want to play on original hardware. I totally get it. It's not really emulation, you play the original hardware on it, fair enough. I guess the idea of it, I still support. So could you, I mean, at this point, I'm sure a cartridge with whatever they can do with, you said it's a flash cart. Couldn't you put like the whole N64 library on there? I mean, can't you go further? Can't you put like, you could put all the Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games on there too, can't you? ROM hacks. That is so stupid. I got you, Wes. Do you guys have them? I'll say, listen, emulating N64 is still super clunky, so maybe maybe I would get a, maybe I would get that now that I think about it, an EverDrive. EverDrive cartridge. because I just realized, like, I still want to play that racer game, but emulating it is like such a nightmare. Not only emulating it, but trying to capture the footage. For some reason, it's really clunky, and I've looked it up, and that's totally normal. Like, it's not just me that it's like bad with tech. I have an N64. How much is the EverDrive cart? Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. It's the game I was trying to play a couple days ago. An EverDrive is $250? Why? I mean, I'm still sure that's like much cheaper than buying the actual N64 carts, but damn. Watto, huh? Yeah. I was getting super nostalgic playing it. I'm glad I went back and got that. It's funny because I opened that before and I didn't hear the fairy charm. And I was like, what did I get out of that? I mean, there might be other characters besides Anakin, but I'm not picking them because I can't self-identify if I'm not Anakin. Yeah. I always picked Anakin as a kid. It's a new lap record! 160 ain't bad. Got a Game Boy Advance one from AliExpress for under 80 USD. Bit pricey, but has a real clock battery and can mimic Pokemon cards to transfer up to G. Really? That's cool. I didn't expect it to be able to work with DS games. Oh, this is so silly. Come on. Are you... bad at this game. How do you guys feel about fairies in the dungeons? I'll be honest, I'm using a fairy guide. Because there's no way I would have known where some of these were. Like, I didn't know to use the lens of truth in this room. I have some like ROM hacks that are made into actual carts. There was a local game store in Tacoma that they accept that, so people will make like ROM hacks and put them in actual carts and they'll sell them. And the crazy thing is they're still like $30, which is like still a little pricey, not compared to like the real games, but just the idea that like, well, you know, $30. Yeah, like what's the first fairy reward? I can't even remember. Hold on, I want to chow down on something. Got myself an Uncrustable. Yeah, 15 is a lot. And don't you lose them when you go back to the start? Like if you have to restart the cycle, you lose them, I think. So I don't think I'm a really big fan of them. No, not the award. I think you lose the fairies. So say I'm in Snowhead Temple. I have 10 fairies, but I run out of time. If I go back to the beginning, I'm pretty sure you lose the fairies. You can go get them again, but that's silly. You basically have to do the whole dungeon again, if you think about it. I'm kind of with you on like thorough exploration. So, but I like visual cues, like in that one room where it had the ice that was like coming off of a ledge. That was very clearly an indicator to use your lens of truth. But that one room I just did where those boxes were like all lined up, there was no like visual indicator that's like, hey, you should poke around here a little bit more and use your lens of truth. Because once you go down that road, it's like every room you have to turn on your lens of truth. You have to hit the wall with the sword. You have to throw your bombs around everywhere. Because there's other places where that worked. So like, if you do the thing with the ice ledge, that's cool. Because it's like, if you're paying attention through normal gameplay, you should pick up on that. But like, just being like, okay, here's a new room. Use every weapon and every item you've ever gotten to make sure that you don't miss one little fairy. Yeah, exactly like Wes says too. And then having to go back and like redo the dungeon again to get your fairies if you happen to run out of time. And remember, like, I try to think with a casual brain. Like, I have you guys to help me. I have a guide. I'm trying to think about somebody in the 90s who didn't have all that. Would that be fair? Eon, that's the best point. The best point is that they are optional. And that's a give and take. If you do the effort to get the fairy, the reward's not that great. But also that works to defend the issue. It's like, well, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. And you can still beat the game. Why am I doing it? It's part of the game. Never done it before. Wanna. I... I got a remedy. Never again. Never again will I fall victim to shenanigans. This is so obnoxious. Stupid. Nope. Oh, it's a little baby one. I'm only able to survive here due to working at a family business. My brother and I are fourth generation. Late response. What are you responding to? Remind me. Wow, one shot. 2 fairies, wow. All right, 2 more to go. The frog mini quest, which one is that? I knew there was something to do with frogs, like I might have to go back to the Woodfall Temple, right? Because there's a frog in there. And I was like, I think I have to do something with this frog. There's not a sweet spot. You either go too far left or too far right. Fuck you. Camera, please. They do, but I didn't get it. I Are you shitting me? I'll stay here all night if I have to. I made that. Okay, I didn't make that one. There... This can't... No. This... I don't need the bunny hood, okay? I could do this without it. Don't tell... Why didn't someone tell me I needed the bunny hood? It's the last fairy. It's the last one. I was never worried, dude. I stay composed and calm. I'm a professional content creator. I'm a pro gamer, dude. You guys think I was worried at any point there? It's all about not getting emotional, staying in the pocket, and achieving glory, dude. Thank you, Wes. Oh my god. Dude. Not my fault, man. The ice is slippery. I like how I get showered with applause and praise and that happens. I don't deserve you guys. Just get to a save point. Well, luckily we, through the power of cheating and emulating, we are good. We should have plenty of time to beat the boss. Okay, I know I don't need to do all this. I just need to get back. Well, hold on. Couldn't I mean, since I've already mastered it, right? Sick, dude. We're not backtracking. We're forward tracking, dude. This game's all about timelines and stuff. We're good. I think that might have been the wrong... Yeah, it was. Dang. Nothing a little, third time's charm. Okie dokie. Now I will create one. Yeah, I have to flex at this point. Take off the mask. Put on the mask. Come on. Jeez. Are you... Can I just punch through him? Alright, cool. Let's go, boys. Hey, we already beat him. Right? He's already taken care of. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy. Come here! Oh. What do I do? Come here. Yeah! Oh, that was cool, dude. A little bit rated M for mature, but to get the job done, you know? Come on. With the BDS, yeah. Whoa, shit. I think I have a fairy. Just... I had the thought, like, does this work? There's no health. Do I have a fairy? Please have. I don't have a fairy. I don't have a fairy. No, dude. I couldn't. I can't. Come on. Come on. Are you shit? What the? Okay, we got you Z targeted now. It's over. No! We're good. Oh, it's not fair, man. What did I do wrong? I thought I was getting them. I know, keep the fairy in the bottle. I never took it out, but something happened, okay? I think I restarted the clock because I wanted to go get the bomb bag, which entirely useless. Haven't used it at all. What was making him? What made him fall down that first? I thought I was gonna kill him in the first fight when he fell down, because I was getting so much damage on him. was stupid. The fucking jar got on my way, dude. Well, I think it's fine because I'm not really like, I'm not using a cheat code or something, you know, like I'm just saving myself some time rather than having to go all the way back and like, whatever. Like if emulation is saving me some time, but not like playing the game for me, I'm fine with it. I have no shame. Part of the fun to me is not spending a bunch of my time going, you know, I still have to redo the fight, you know what I mean? I'm still at least doing that. I'm not saving during the battle. Speedrun, okay, yeah, if I'm being completely honest too, it does help for, you know, editing and time management. It's stupid. And I don't think I'm rushing, you know, I don't think that's part of rushing. Like, I'm still gonna do the side quests, stuff like that, like, yeah. I act like you guys accuse me of something. I don't know. For me, it's fine. Of course not. Woo! Nailed him. Oh, let me get this bot real quick. Twitch is very annoying. You never seen taking the boss head on? Cool. Innovating. You fucking goat. What's up, Muty? Thanks, man. Appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I'm really happy these days, dude. Yep. Kind of living the dream, getting to play whatever I want. Thanks for stopping by, Muty. Guardians. Guardians. So you're protective gods. That's why you're in the temples. So why are the protective gods? No, wait, are you listening to me? Hey, wait. Look, listen. No, I had to delete that mod. What about his friend? He's still frozen. Oh, there we go. Is there something I could do with the frog mask? Don Garo, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little bit of weight. As you can see, Don Garo, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to the mountains. Let us begin our chorus. Unfortunately, it seems not all of our members. Oh, I do have to go back to the Woodfall Temple, don't I? Great. Okay. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it there. Knock down another temple. That feels good. You want me to do the Goron race now? Well, is it going to take a lot of time? Oh, there's a... Oh, I took it. Dang it. Look at that big old moon. It's coming. Do you guys want to do Goron race today or save it for tomorrow? However I feel. I'd like to save it for tomorrow. Yeah, let's do some of this stuff tomorrow. Let me, Is there anything I'm not considering? Should I go back and, like, yeah, let me deposit this money. In case we need it later. Let's do 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. How's that sound? They'd probably block fast travel behind an amiibo, yeah. Alright, Alex, thanks for hanging out, dude. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye.